hello, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. I am hearing us in the background. Sorry. Hold on. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. Bear with me a second. Oh, God, audio. Bear with me a second. I hope that solves it. Okay. Jamal, can you check to see? Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah,
Well,
the echo's gone.
right, because I don't know if I just shut down the stream on Instagram because that's what was doing it, not my microphones. Um,
Oh,
yes. So just check that for me, please. I probably did shut it down. Oh, whatever. We'll figure it out. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to the holiday weekend. Don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend, and
nope,
join
we're
the
still on.
most unprofessional YouTube channel ever. It's still on? There's a
From what
little
I can see,
delay.
yes. Well, either way, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so we're trying out something today. We're trying to live stream to Instagram. And they don't give you complete instructions, but here we go. All right. So, as you can tell, today we are doing Thousand Pound Sisters Season 5, Episode 1, Bringing Home the Bacon, and Episode 2, Fork You, I'm Done.
I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna say this about these shows. They came out with everything. They're not playing the season. I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Man, it's just Amanda that ain't playing.
I mean, she is the most honest and straightforward person on that show. And she was just saying what needed to be said. And
Mm-hmm.
Amy, I'm gonna say this. I never thought I would say this about the show,
Mm-hmm.
but I like Tammy way more than I like Amy so far.
I can get with that. I
So
can,
far,
yeah.
so far, it's
So far,
interesting. I say so far. I always say so far because we know how Tammy can be when she gets in one of her
right.
moods. But
Mm-hmm.
it was nice to see her. So we were following her journey even while the show while they were filming and we were watching
Mm-hmm.
social media and she was just doing the thing. Like she put in the work, she put in the
Mm-hmm.
effort, she accepted the support, and it was good to see her like hit her goal. And she left her husband
Mm-hmm.
in the rehab center too. But I understand why she did it. I
Well, you
understand why she
actually
did it.
thought that it should have ended once she got the surgery. Like you thought that it should have been done and over with.
Pretty much. But I didn't know we were gonna get this much gold. I just didn't. I thought it was gonna be done, but we got
Mm-hmm.
Amanda and her divorce. We got more siblings doing revisions. I think it was who? Is it Misty and
Amanda,
Amanda?
Amanda's doing a revision, and it seems like this is Misty's first go around. Is it?
Okay,
I'm not too sure. You guys are going to have to correct me on that, but that's the impression I got because Amanda kept on saying she was getting a revision
right,
and Misty was just saying she got to stop smoking.
right. She
Like,
got past the nicotine test.
right. So I don't know, but and then Chris said once these two are done, like everybody's had it in the family.
Hmm.
Yikes. Yikes. Well, hello there, everybody in the chat. Let's just say hi. Tracy, we'll see you in the replay crew. Thanks for the thumbs up. Hi, Sunway. Hey, Mange. Let's see. Hi, Silver Goddess. Hugs. Hi, Viva. Okay, so let me just pull this up. Okay, so in episode 1, This is where Tammy's still in the facility. She is sharing a room with her husband, but not sharing a bed because weight
Safety.
restrictions. Yeah. And as Amanda said, probably they don't want them bumping trakes. Whatever. Um, he seems to be the same size. But we did see him walking. I don't remember him walking last season.
Me neither.
Amy looks wonderful. She's got a new shade of red in her hair. Um, I was grossed out when he said something about her riding him. I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. But they seemed happy, I guess, and they were awaiting his word from his doctor to see if he could get his trach out, because then if he could get his trach out, he could come home with her. She's already pre-approved because her trach is out,
Mm-hmm.
and she's still losing weight. I think she's over 300 pounds down
Mm-hmm.
now, looking good, like going to the workout room and actually like pulling weights. I don't know what he was doing, but she was doing a workout. Like I was proud of her, and that's a lot from me.
That really is though. Any praise is a lot from you.
Well, with Tammy, because she was very frustrating to me in previous seasons. She just seemed angry, self-destructive,
She
um
was.
and like angry for nothing. I shouldn't say that. Like she would maliciously pick fights over nothing
Right.
for me, but for her it might have been something because I'm not in her head. And I've never walked in her shoes at all. But it didn't, like, I didn't enjoy watching the show in previous seasons. It was a struggle for me, y'all. But this season, to see, like, she would, like, whenever she said, I did it, y'all, and then she would admit that they gave her the tools, but she had to do the work. I was like, there's a change. I'll give her that. There's a change. I don't know how long it's gonna last.
Exactly. And then the real challenge is now she's out of the facility, because when you're in the facility, like everything is pretty much done for you. You just
Hmm.
have to do it. Now there's no one doing it for you. You have to do the bulk of the work. You do all of the work yourself.
Yep.
You got to do all the heavy lifting.
Viva, I caught that. Tammy was talking about she was hungry as she got into the car with Chris, and Brittany was like, "Where's the snacks?" And Chris is so slick. He said, "I put them behind Tammy." Brittany was upset. What kind of snacks you had in there?
Right.
Anywho, but I caught that, Viva. I caught that. So, oh wait, I have here in my notes. Tammy's down to, okay, so she's down to 430 pounds, and she's lost 300 pounds in less than 15 months. Wow,
That's like one or two people, depending on the size.
for real. Like wow. She was over 700 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even know what that looks like.
Because I think on my 600 pound, my 600 pound life or whatever, I think she was like six something, and then she ballooned up to seven, or she ballooned up to seven on the show. It was crazy.
Oh wow. Okay. We also see in this first episode Amy going to a photo studio to do family pictures of her, Michael, Glenn, and Gage. Um okay. I know that they want us to have sympathy for Amy. I know that they do. Um Amy acting like she's the first person to ever be a single mom to Irish twins. I'm just
And here's the thing though. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think that's the frustration. I think the frustration is that you actually have somebody who's completely capable. to
Mm-hmm.
help you, and they're not. And I am going to say this: I did not know Michael was not working, and I think that's the crux of the issue. And people need to talk about that. You're mad because you are playing like super mom. You're doing everything, and your man's not working. And I'm. This may seem mean and rude, but I wish, especially women, would say this. Say that my frustrations are like my man's not working. I'm doing it. I'm still doing everything, and I think it's
Well,
okay. And I think it's a conversation that needs to be had like openly. No, don't beat around the bush around it. And yeah, people can call it old fashioned or traditional, but I do believe the man should be working. It's one thing if she were out hustling
mm-hmm.
and getting the money, right? If she's like
Mm-hmm.
out there working those 8 to 10 to 12 hour days, getting the money, providing for the family, I get it. The husband stay home, watch the kids. Reason why? Because if you guys go, he goes out and works too. Basically, his paycheck's going to pay for the daycare, so that makes no
Mm-hmm.
sense. But you are the one. Amy's the breadwinner, taking care of the kids, doing everything, doing the errands, and he's not working. Yeah, Amy. First of all, I blame you because you let that shit happen. He
Mm-hmm.
probably wasn't working when you got with him, but you still married him.
He was working. He was working down at the local mill or something like where everybody in their
Oh,
town works. But he
that's right.
realized how much money she was making off of the
Right.
internets and this. And he was like, well, I don't got to work.
I forgot about the mill.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's like a local company that
Right.
everybody works at. He was working there. He was working there.
I forgot about that. So you somehow you allowed him to slip by you not working.
Yeah, everybody did tell her not to have
Everybody
two
said
jobs.
that.
Yeah, like even the doctors, like everybody.
Yes.
But she went ahead and she did it. Michael's a big child, also lazy man. Yes. Yes. He does come off as lazy. In episode 2, he comes off as something else, but right now we'll stick to lazy in episode 1. It just seems like he has an innate capability of blocking everything out and then just like looking off into space and not seeing his kids playing in traffic,
Mhm.
basically. Um, but at first I thought it was postpartum, but then it evolved into something else. But she talking about cleaning her house and all of that. But Amy house ain't never been clean. So I don't know why we're talking about that. Um, you're talking about bringing in a nanny and you're putting it up on Craigslist or something like that. What about sending the kid to nursery? I feel that the oldest boy, Gage, could do
Mhm.
with some socializing and interacting with other children
Right.
because he is just running roughshod and um it doesn't seem like she's doing anything but crying about it.
She's not expressing herself in a way that people can actually understand and help her. I'll put it that way. She's
Well, she need to
she's
be
not
expressing herself to that kid and say, "Hey, cut out." It used to work for my nephew.
right.
It used to work. It used to work. I don't know. Like she would just stand up, run after the kid, and then start crying. But yet the kid is still bouncing off the walls. Like, what's in that kid's diet?
Hmm.
He seemed like my nephew when I used to get him hopped up on sugar. I don't know. I I feel bad for her to a point, but let's not like when Amanda said, I see a dirty house because she's too depressed to clean it. Has she been depressed before she had them babies? Because she never used to clean her house.
Yeah, a lot of people said that though about the house before the second baby.
Before the first baby. Let's not tell a lie. She did not get back her security deposit when she moved out of the duplex.
They probably charged her extra on the way out.
That place was demolished after her and Tammy. I'm telling you. I don't know. It just it well, anyway, this is an evolving storyline for them, but she is constantly crying, which is a concern. Um, they pack Tammy up. Chris and Brittany go and get her, bring her back home, where she moves into Amanda's old house. Um, and we see Amanda and two of her boys making up the bed and trying to make everything good for her. Um, the only thing left to go into the house is the dishwasher, but Amanda's really kitted out the house nice for Tammy, so that she can have some independence and learn or relearn how to do things for herself now that she's able to participate in the normal world, and not have like people coming in to take care of her. So this is a great like jump off point and testing uh experiment for Tammy, and very generous of Amanda. Production probably paying rent to her.
Heck, I wouldn't be surprised.
Just saying, it was very nice, very nice. Let's see what. Oh, they install a ramp. Chris and one of Amanda's boys install a ramp, and then they're like, oh, last year when we went to where they went on vacation
Tennessee,
somewhere,
right?
Tennessee, yeah, Smoky Mountains. She wouldn't do the ramp and threw that hissy fit in the back of the car. Um, they're installing the ramp, hoping that she uses it. Okay, so major triumphs for Tammy. Homegirl walked out of the facility on her own 2 feet. Yay. And Chris brought a little stool, a little step stool, and she sat down in an actual
Right?
car chair in the back of the minivan. She was not on the floor, y'all. When they showed that image of Michael breaking quickly and her going forward and getting crushed, I felt for her.
Oof,
I didn't realize how dangerous that was.
right.
And then that little moan that she gave when she hit the back of the seats and she's like, I was like, oh my God. They I know they couldn't do any better, but they could have like rigged up some sort of like harness for her so that she wouldn't. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know. So this is when we hear about Amanda and Misty going in for surgery as well. Um, we bring home Tammy. I'm just all over the place with this. Sorry, y'all. Um, oh yeah, Tammy says it's been 15 years since she sat in a car seat. What? How did she put up with that for so long?
Well, when you get comfortable in a way of used to doing things, you kind of just do it without even thinking, and then the people around you get into the same mode.
Oh no. Um, but when the three sisters were talking about like what kind of support Tammy would need, I just felt like Amy was already backing out. But let's just call a thing a thing. Amy has been checked out of helping Tammy unless it involves posting something online where they could get money. She's been checked out of helping Tammy in any way possible from seasons ago. That's just my
I
opinion.
agree.
And using her kids as the excuse when it's not really that. I think she was just over it because now she uses the kids, she uses Michael, somebody's mom. I don't know who mom she taking care of. What are you doing, girl?
I think she takes care of. I think she takes care of her mom. I think she's the one who goes and checks
Really?
on her mom.
Okay,
That's the story she's telling. I can only go with that.
so obviously she don't help her mom wash her hair. We'll get there. And I only say that because I used to wash my mom's hair. So they get into Tammy's house. and they're all sitting down and they making fun of each other. And Amanda says, they're talking about the trach. This is a big thing for Amy. No, Tammy showing off that she got her trach out to her whole family. She wants Amanda to put her finger in the hole. It's like joke, 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 joke. And then Amanda says, she can't see out of the bad eye and the good eye is focused on Chris. And that sets Amy off into a crying hissy fit. And I was bored. I was over it.
Okay, so she does take care of her mom. So she does the errands. Okay, so she does the errands for her mom. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. All right. She needs to help her mom wash her hair. Just
My whole
saying.
thing, maybe I'm looking at this wrong, but the family knows Amy has 2 young kids and a lazy husband. Like, why aren't they? Why isn't anyone picking up the slack with the mom? Like,
cause Amanda's still working a full-time shift and supporting those 4 huge ass sons and going through a divorce, which it seems like she's been fighting throughout her entire marriage.
right,
Misty, I don't know what Misty does.
right.
I don't know what Brittany does other than beg for snacks. How Chris is losing weight with Brittany constantly focusing on snacks is beyond me. But whatever. And Chris, I believe, is still working. But I hope he gets that book deal. Because it seems like he's the only one in this whole family that's really focusing on changing the way how they eat, their diet, and all of that. I hope he gets that because he's pushing hard for it.
Right, he's trying to get that weight. He's trying to get that skin removal. That's what he's looking at. That's his next big goal.
This is the first time that we really see Misty. Like, Misty and Brittany used to be very similar to me because I couldn't tell the difference between the two because neither one of them really used to talk. And this is just me. But Misty seems to be the referee in this family. She's the oldest, right?
Yes.
Then Chris. When she came between, like, I was scared for her, but it seemed like she's used to this, stepping in front of Amanda. I wouldn't do that, but she, like, and Amanda actually listens to her. I don't think Amanda listens to many people in this life, but for some reason she got enough respect for Misty that she actually, like, goes out of the red zone to actually listen to Misty, and Misty's not scared of her, even though Misty's like a whole foot shorter than her. But Misty to me felt like a referee in this first and second episode.
Oh, for sure. I think, like you said, she's just used to it. Amanda's probably the fighter. She's probably like, look, you can't be beating up on the siblings. Can you not do that? Stuff like that.
Right. All right. So Amy takes offense to the eye comments that Amanda says, goes off into the other room. She's boo-hooing. Misty says, you hurt her feelings. Amanda's like, how? We always talk like this with each other, which is true. They speak very offensive against each other. She gets up and goes into the other room where Amy is. And instead of, like, she was real aggressive. She was just like, what do you mean I insulted you or something? She was just not coming down. Like, she should have just went and said, hey, if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. We always joke around, but she didn't do that. She was still, like, arguing. And then Misty had to tell Amy, go home and settle down. I don't know. This first episode was basically the biggest triumph was Tammy coming home from the facility. And the one thing I do agree with Amy on is when she was on the phone with Tammy before she got released, and Tammy was telling her that Caleb couldn't come because he couldn't get his trach out. Amy said, he's got to focus on himself, just like how you had to buckle down and focus on you. You can't be worried about that. You got to come home and, like, fit back into regular life now, and you have to focus on that. And I agreed with Amy. I don't like saying that, but I agreed with Amy. You know? Anything else from the first episode?
Nah. It was a good intro to the season though. It gave us
Yes.
something. They gave us enough to look forward to the next episode.
Sunway, yes, she is. I think, yes, I think they said that she is, at least in one eye. Because remember, they
Right.
were saying the good eye was looking at Chris and the other eye wasn't. I think she's legally blind in one eye. Um, let's see. So in episode 2, um, okay, so we've got a calm and rational Tammy who says that she has to get used to fitting back in with her family after like a year and a half away at the facility.
Hmm.
And she is a different person now. I mean, she's
Right.
lost 2 people in weight, as Jamal said.
It,
Um,
it did.
she did. And she has to get, acclimated to new surroundings. She's not in the duplex anymore. She's in a
Hmm.
full-fledged house by herself with no one taking care of her 24/7. It's all up to her day to day. And she says that Amy did too much. She overreacted. And I think this was the first time where I noticed it. She's like, Amy made it about her and it was supposed to be about me. This is going to lead to a big blow up.
Oh, definitely. It's only a
Because,
matter of time because they're siblings, and
mm-hmm,
to me, what's going to happen? I think Chris said it in episode
mm-hmm,
one.
mm-hmm,
How's Tammy going to adjust not having someone with her all the time like Caleb was? Caleb was with her like all the
mm-hmm,
time. She's not going to have that now that she's back home. And
mm-hmm,
with everyone's lives, everyone's working. Amy's got the kids and Michael, so there's not
mm-hmm.
going to be someone available to always like want to talk to her, go someplace, just to be company.
Yeah, yeah. And we see Chris come over to visit her because he's concerned about this. And we see Tammy loading up all of her pill containers. Um, and he's concerned about her because apparently, in an unseen clip from episode 1, when he was driving her back home, she broke down crying in the back seat of the car. And,
Mm.
she, like, it was about leaving Caleb. I didn't know
Right.
she cared that much. I don't know. Did you believe their romance?
No.
um, but he's sitting down. I appreciate him coming to sit down and talk to her, and I appreciated that she actually communicated back to him
Right. Agreed.
because we're so used to her just mouthing off and having a tantrum. So this is a different Tammy, but I was a little concerned. She said that she's suppressing her feelings because she doesn't want to get depressed, so she's just blocking it out. That's a recipe for disaster. That didn't make any sense to me, but we'll go with it, Tammy. Um, I guess they're going to try to keep her mind off of the Caleb situation. She decides that she wants to have a housewarming party with her whole family. Chris takes her out to the grocery store, and this is another first for her. She sits in the front seat of the car. She doesn't
Right.
think she could do it, but he crams her in, and he says, as long as we can get the door closed, we're
They're
good.
close. That was
God.
hilarious to me.
But she says that she hasn't sat in the front seat in 20 years. My God. How old is she again? Is
Who?
she 40, Tammy?
No, I don't think she's 40 yet. I think she made. Oh, at this point in time,
Mhm.
Oh, let me check.
Wait,
So I thought
Janelle
I,
doesn't
I
believe
thought
their
Mike was
romance
39.
either. Huh?
I thought Michael was an alleged 39. I'm gonna stick to alleged 39.
39 and what? Dog years?
When I saw them, like, huh? Yeah, Michael's allegedly 39. Tammy's 30. Amy's 36.
Wow. Oh, okay. Amy's 36 and Tammy's older or
30,
younger?
34, 35, I believe. Wait a minute, who's the older? Hold on. I always get that confused.
I have no idea.
Okay, yeah, Tammy's older by barely a year.
Oh, Irish twins. Okay.
Yep.
All righty. They get to the grocery store and he gives her the little kids shopping cart and they cram all of her food in there. He goes around with her like trying to help her make healthy choices,
Hmm.
which I think is good, and it seems like she's open to it even though she got cream cheese, but okay.
Right? Healthy fat.
Well, at least it's only one thing. And it could have been worse. It could have been like chips, like what we saw last
Right.
year with Amy. Um, but yeah, I'll give her a cream cheese. I'll give her a cream cheese. But Tammy says she hates healthy, but she eats it anyway. I think that's a good attitude for now.
I think
Okay.
I think Tammy
Uh-huh.
will stick with it because she'll have Amanda doing the revision and Misty doing the surgery, so she'll have people with her. So I
Mhm.
think that will keep her going, and also we're gonna pretend like her and Caleb romance is real quick. So
Mhm.
I think her goal is not to be back where Caleb is. Like she doesn't want to go back to the rehab place because she didn't like being
Mhm.
there because it made her feel some sort of way, which I understand. But I think though, with all the motivation around her, I think she can get through it fairly easily. Because remember, she said in the grocery store, she's like, I'm looking for like healthier options, healthier food. She's like, I don't like healthy food, but that's what I was eating in the facility, so I guess I'll stick with it. And
Yeah.
the old Tammy wouldn't have thought that way. The old Tammy went straight like, I'm free to the chips. Let's go.
Oh my God, we're still live on IG. Okay. All right, so I can turn that off. Yay! So I figured it out. I'm happy for me. My God, how pathetic am I? Alrighty, so then we see 3 days later, and it's the day of the housewarming party. Amy comes over with a bunch of decor items because this seems to be her shtick, where she does like all the decorating stuff for all of these events. And um, why did she bring a hat that said "Free Tammy"? And the color was ugly. Like I just felt like those were left over from somebody else, and she got them for like a nickel. Um, I don't know. But hold on. Uh Janelle didn't believe in their romance. Tammy is older. Thank you, Natalie. Janelle says, remember Amy wanted her kids a year apart like her and Tammy. Are you serious? Oh, okay. Does anybody know how Caleb died? I don't. I
As
just
far as
know that he
read,
did.
the causes are unknown.
They probably didn't release it, but
I'm thinking not.
I think it's kind of obvious, you know.
Oh, here it is.
Mm,
Here it is. I just found another.
hmm
I didn't go all the way down. I just went to the first one. Here it is.
uh-huh.
Let's see. I'll put it in the chat for everyone. Oops, wrong Caleb. Sorry, guys. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that out. Sorry, guys. It's the wrong Caleb.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sunway. I just pulled up the People Magazine article.
Oh, nice.
Wow. I on Amy. She just like a Smurf. Jesus, look at Tammy. Her hair's coming back in. I like that auburn on
Mm-hmm.
her. I'm not gonna lie. I
I'm
like
surprised I
the
noticed that.
auburn on her.
Her hair looks healthy.
Because right now on the show, she's going through the hair loss that you get when
Right.
you do the bariatric surgery. So wow, this picture looks awesome. Oh geez. Okay, so let me just do a quick screen share so that you can see what we're looking at. Share. There we go. So this is the top pictures obviously now, and then this is the old school pictures of them. Wow. Wow. What a difference. Congratulations, ladies. This is awesome. Very awesome. I hope they both keep it up, because then they could really be inspirations for people, to go on that same journey. It could be many things. Okay, so this is what he died of: the hypertrophic
No, I
cardiomyopathy.
removed it. It was the wrong person.
Oh,
So
sorry.
we're gonna go with unknown causes at this point.
Yeah. Um, this I believe that's the storyline that they want us to go with, Janelle, because he does have that little scene with his friends back in the facility, and he says that he's hiding things from Tammy. He doesn't want to be a burden, but he I guess they wanted to have this like codependent thing going on, but who knows, he might have been on his last legs when he came in there, because wasn't he the one that had a couple of cardiac arrests or something while him and Tammy were in the facility? Didn't they say he coded? I think
For
so.
some reason, I recall that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tammy will need major skin removal. Can you imagine them doing that all in one go though?
No.
That'll be hard. They do look great. They do. Tammy is going to be Amy's size before you know it. Yeah. Yeah. If she keeps up a good diet and takes all of her meds and actually continues with the exercising and like really doing stuff for herself and be able to live on her own, um, yeah, she will be. Because based on this picture, I don't really see any further reduction in Amy, to be honest.
Well, Amy's not committed to the process anyway, so there's
Yeah.
that.
I think the only weight she probably lost in that picture is Michael. That's about it. Janelle said, yes, he did code. Oh. And Janelle says, skin removal can be brutal. Sure. The picture of Amy and Tammy on the stairs is a better picture because it shows more of their body so that you can get, well, for me, you can get a better idea of what they have or haven't lost. The one on, I'll agree with you on that, Sunway. It is. But I do like the colors in the People magazine picture. I'm not going to lie. I like the brighter, more vibrant colors because it goes really well with their complexions. Um, that's a total sidebar and completely irrelevant. But anyway, Tammy has this shindig, this housewarming at her home. People come in, they're so shocked to see how much weight she's lost. They're happy that she's home and that she's healthy. And most importantly, Chris comes over with the barbecue.
Right. Here's the
Mac
thing
and
with Chris.
cheese,
Chris is gonna do
burgers.
some. Chris gonna do some meat. Chris is gonna.
Yes.
Chris is gonna. Chris can do it. Work a grill.
It was like all meat and one side.
Right. My kind of barbecue. But I think what it
Wow.
was is because he's like, everyone here is basically on some kind of diet or weight loss journey, whatever. So I went. He's like, I skimped where I could and cut calories where I could. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's on like no sugar in the barbecue sauce. So
Mm-hmm.
that might be why it was light on the sides, because the sides alone would have just killed all their diets.
He could have threw in a green salad.
I'm never mind. That's
He
out.
could have thrown it in. Nobody would have ate it, but he could have thrown it
Okay.
in.
Yeah, that's salad. I don't see the side. Potato salad, mac and cheese. Yeah, those are sides. Um, yeah,
Not for them though. No. Hmm.
he did good.
Uh,
All the meat looked good, as they say. I have not seen Doctor Now do skin removal. I
I
would
thought
like
he
to
only
actually see
did
that.
the first part. I thought he only did the bariatric part. Oh wow. I I want some of his barbecue too, but not one with the gator eating the chicken. I'll skip that one. I'll skip that one. Um, they had a charcuterie board, but I wanted to ignore that
Right.
because it was a stupid scene. Okay, I'm invested in this season. But where they lose me is when they're doing the talking heads with Amy and Tammy, and especially Amy, who seems to think that she's really funny,
Mm-hmm.
and she's
Nah.
not funny for me. The coochie board, and then beating, like paddling her with it, and then you're putting food on top of it without washing it. And I felt like it was new, and they still didn't wash it, but they just put food on top of it. Like, okay, it's not like I'm going to anybody's house or anything on this show, but don't y'all wash serving items before you use them? Like when you bring them home from the store?
Yeah.
Because, I caused controversy when I said I wash my chicken. I put it in lime, salt, and vinegar. Yes, I do. Before I season it. And so I'm beginning to think that I'm abnormal because if I buy serving platters from Walmart, I'm going to come home and I'm going to wash them
Right.
before I actually use them. Yes, the coochie board. I didn't find that to be funny at all. I don't find Tammy and Amy's talking heads to be funny. I half the time I don't understand what they're laughing about. I'm sorry, y'all. I think I missed the most important bits of this show. Where was the vegetables? I have to have greens to my dinners. Yeah, like, but then again, Sunway, you and I would have eaten the salad. He could have did green beans.
Yeah.
He could have did like steamed green beans. That would have been lovely. I guess not. Hi Ryan. A plastic surgeon has to do skin removal. Janelle, Dr. Now does skin removal. I would go to a different plastic surgeon for skin removal.
Right. Me personally, I'm going to a specialist.
But listen, I've watched just a few episodes of Dr. Now, right? And when he's on the robot machine, his hands look like they be shaking. I don't know if I can go to Dr. Now for even the bariatric part. I'm sorry. I know he's on the machine and everything. How old is he? 97? How old is he? What happened to retirement for him? He's very nice at chewing out people, but maybe he could have like the other surgeon do the surgery. I mean, he could stand up in there and look.
You leave Doctor Now alone. He's a youngish 79.
Has anyone checked his hands for tremors? I Okay, maybe I'm just being bougie. Okay, go ahead. I'm being
Yeah,
bougie.
Debbie. He is only 79 years old.
So I got the numbers reversed, 97. Okay. Okay. Janelle says, I don't think they're funny either unless in season one when my bills are paid scene. Oh my God. I have to go back and look at that. Is he really almost 80?
Yeah, I went onto the Googles and they said, yeah.
Y'all still want him to do surgery on y'all? I'm just saying this as a concerned member of the tribe. Um, it's gonna be a hard no for me. As much as I might need surgery, it's gonna be a hard no. He could talk to me all he want, but not getting on that big robot. Mm-mm. He is too old. He looks like 90. Thank you, Janelle. Me and Janelle, we're on the same page.
Well, I'm gonna be nice because if he don't want to retire, he don't have to retire.
He could, like you heard me say, he could stand up in the room. He could talk to me, tell me what he thinks, and then the backup surgeon, the surgeon who's actually going to do it, can cooperate. And then I'm gonna make sure that the surgeon, the younger one that is not eligible for Social Security, um, knows how to work the robot.
Yeah, Janelle, that is true. Doctor now does take cases nobody else will take on.
Yeah, I'm not going there. Who's the other one? Dr. Smith. Um,
Right,
that's who Amanda and Misty are going to,
right.
right? Did
Hmm.
Tammy, Dr. Smith? Like, yeah, he's a good age. He's a good age. We can go to Dr. Smith. Ooh, child, no. Um, I did like that Tammy stood up to her mom and called her out and said, "You told me that I wouldn't be able to do it, with the weight loss and all of that." And she made her mother take back what she said
But
and tell her she's proud of her.
her mother volunteered to take that back. She said, "I'm
Mhm.
glad you made me a liar." But Tammy's like, "It's not. It wasn't about me making you out to be a liar. It was me just doing it." And I understood both sides. I understood both sides.
Okay, that doesn't hurt either, Silver Goddess. Dr. Smith, not Dr. Now. Oh, we got you. No, we oh we knew who you were talking about.
She's gonna let me make it clear.
We got you, girl. We got you. Um, um, but mama still looked pissy. I would have given her
Right.
the burger that fell on the floor.
Their mother will. I think their mother will never look happy. I'm
Okay.
serious. Like if we think about the mom as we've seen her over the season, she's always mad about something. Like
All of them,
even
but
when
all
she's
of
happy,
them,
she's mad.
but wait, all of them kids is from the same daddy?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think for some reason I think Chris. Oh, why do I think Chris and Amanda have a different father? Hold on.
Because Misty looks like she's all by herself. Chris and Amanda seem to be the same height and same like body frame. And then you got the last two, Tammy and Amy. They like I think they might be from three different daddies. I'm just saying, my mind wanders when I watch this show. I'm
Okay, so
just saying.
here's how I go. Amy and Tammy have the same dad, but don't have the same father as Chris, Misty, and Amanda.
Oh, well, they lying about Misty. Misty is not the same daddy
Oh
as
no, they no. I think what they mean is they just don't have the same father
uh
as the other three. I think that's what they're saying, but they're not. I can't find a breakdown.
oh, mama was a hoe. I'd be miserable too. Okay. Um then I'm gonna need Amy to stop saying that Tammy's a bitch and Amy's a hoe. Like, just speak for yourself. Don't speak on Tammy because she's starting new, and you don't need to reference how she was before until she reverts back to it. Just saying. Um, let's see. Then we see Caleb back at the facility talking to some of his friends there while eating sketty. And it seems like he's emotionally eating or something. And it doesn't look like he's doing well. And this is where he says that he's hiding stuff from Tammy. Um, da, 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 da. We find out also in this episode that Amy wants to hire a part-time nanny to help her clean the house and so that she can do chores and stuff like that. They arrive to Amy's house. And this is the first time that Tammy has actually entered Amy's house, because they even asked Tammy, like, why is this the first time? And she said probably just because she was lazy. But she was in a different emotional state when
Mhm.
Amy got that house. She was in her feelings, probably feeling abandoned by Amy, being left behind in some way. So she just didn't want to enter the house. But she's honest about it. Um, Amy brings up this nanny bullshit again, and Amanda says that her husband needs to take on these kids, give her a break so that she could go and wash her ass, take a shower, soak in a tub. She kept on stressing stuff about cleaning herself. And at one point in this episode, like, I think Tammy said, "Did Amy forget her deodorant?" Like, is hygiene an issue for Amy?
So, from people I know who suffer with depression, one of the first things to go when you're in that state is your hygiene.
Really?
Yes, the first thing to go because you don't have the energy. You're so depressed that you really don't care about anything, least of all yourself. So you stop doing the basic needs for yourself.
Why do I think that this is a ongoing issue with her and not because she has depression now? Like, I don't want to analyze her or anything like that, but I think she's just pissed and unhappy in her marriage.
Which can lead to depression.
Do we really think she has depression though?
I can't say because it looks different in everybody. Because you like
Mm,
somebody like I always go back when people I always go back to Robin Williams. No one knew what he was going through until
right.
you found out what he was going through. So
They never talk about a dad. All those kids are from the same cousin. Silver Goddess. Oh, Jesus. I can't. Ryan says, "Can someone explain to me how the people in that facility are there for years? Isn't it supposed to be a controlled environment? Not when they can go out and go to Burger King."
okay, let's talk about that. Why was Kayla Center eating spaghetti?
But isn't that
That's
on the regular menu?
again like maybe I'm wrong, but you don't. If you're trying to help people lose weight, don't give them those kind of options.
Right, but
I'm
remember
sorry.
last season it was what was on Tammy's plate? Two hot dogs, lasagna, and a cup of pepperoni.
Right. The hot dogs and the pepperoni were fine. The lasagna kind of threw me.
The hot dog with bread?
I
Ain't they
mean, you
supposed
can
to be low carb?
low carb. Well, carbohydrates are energy source, but the carbohydrates you want to steer away from anything that's super processed.
Um,
Carbs aren't bad. It's just
that
you don't
white
want to.
bread, that
Yeah, white.
white.
Now, if it was white bread, yeah, that's not. That now break down the sugar very
You
quickly.
know that was like the 79-cent package of hot dog buns that we all get because it's the cheapest one. I don't know. I don't know. Good luck to them. Um, I don't understand that facility. I don't understand why people are in there for years and don't look like they're losing any weight. And I don't understand how they can go out for fast food runs or worse yet, get stuff delivered and still be eating the food there. And I don't understand the menu there. I, anyway, it just seems like they're taking those people's monthly checks, and that's it. Tammy was partying. How Amy doesn't have the best. Uh,
Well, I
no,
think it's
Amy
we know.
doesn't
I
have.
think it's we know.
We know Amy doesn't have the best hygiene. Oh, okay. What does the nanny do? Well, Amy and Michael don't know what they want the nanny to do.
Hmm.
He was stumped when she said, "Can you elaborate on what you want the nanny to do?" Why are you bringing in a woman into your house with that man? Take the kid to nursery. He's old enough and it will work out to be the same amount of money. You can do half day. I'm just saying. Even before the depression, we saw how dirty her and the boys' feet were.
Yeah, that was all on Reddit. I think they tore them apart for that.
That was on the show.
No, I mean like, but Reddit made
Yeah.
like just tore them to shreds if I recall correctly.
Sorry, Amy is and was lazy. Yeah. I watch my 3 grandchildren and I can find time to bathe. Thank you, Janelle. Hi, Fermata. All those meals should have good whole grain carbs and protein. I kind of thought so too, but I I don't know.
Low carb is basically low carb. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. Low carb is not a lifestyle. It should be used on a short term basis. And typically, if you're put on a strict low carb diet, is because you have a lot of weight to lose and lose quickly.
Mhm.
So, which is why typically when you watch My 600 Pound Life, they typically restrict carbohydrates because basically when you restrict your carbs, your body has to use your fat stores for energy instead of the
Mm.
carbohydrates that you put into your body.
Is that going into ketosis?
Ketosis is when you generally are 10, like was it depends on who you talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Under and your body type, but under between 10 and 50 grams of carbs per day will put you into ketosis.
And what happens in ketosis?
It's where your body burns fat for energy.
Is that good or bad?
If you have a lot of weight to lose, a lot of fat to lose, it's a good thing. But in my opinion, it's not a lifestyle that you should adopt only if you have medical issues like I would say diabetics mostly are the key people who will use a keto diet or a very low carb diet.
Oh,
Like
okay.
from what I've read and watched and stuff like that. Yeah, it can
Okay.
help. It can help with diabetics because you're not feeding your body um, things that can spike your insulin, glycogen, stuff like that.
Okay. So Janelle says Tammy said the facility doesn't restrict their food. They have 2 choices for each meal. Okay. And then Ryan says, they all got diabetes at that place. They only need whole grain, high fiber carbs. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, anyway, um, we're back at Amy's house, and this is where it all goes downhill really fast. Um, Basically, Amy and Michael have a disagreement about what do they want in a nanny because she wants to do a video and put it up on, I think, Craigslist or something like that, or on social media, something she wants to place it up on. Why doesn't she just go on care.com?
Right.
But maybe they don't get it there. I don't know. Anywho, um, they get into a fight. I think it was Tammy who suggested that Amy come out with them and go to Sam's Club because Amanda has to go. And she's like, I can't go nowhere. Amy says I can't go anywhere without at least one or both of my kids. She says in a confessional, oh, so Instagram has just disconnected because we've hit an hour mark on there. That's good to know. Um, so we our live on Instagram is done. 1 hour time limit. Interesting. Okay. But we'll wrap it up soon. She what was I saying? I can't remember. Anyway, they start arguing back and forth. She basically can't go anywhere without the kids. He can only watch one kid because he's too busy playing video games. We learned that he is not working and not helping her do anything. She feels overwhelmed. Amanda speaks up and tells Michael, you gotta step up here because I see my sister just drowning. You've got to help her with these kids. He's like, okay. And then next thing you know, it's like WWF, and it's Tammy in one corner coming out to Michael in the other. And he's like, get out of my house. And Amy's like, no, give me my card and you get out of my house. And Amanda's like, wait, what? You have her car, her cash cards? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I'm gonna take, if I'm getting out of here, I'm taking at least one of these kids. Wait, he taking hostages? I was like, what is going on here? And Tammy's on her phone, and
Right?
she's like, hello, 911.
Right?
Things are getting heated up in here. And then next thing you know, Misty's coming up and in between these two, Michael and Amanda, and Michael's saying to Amanda, get out my house. And she's like, make me MFR. And
He's
I'm
like,
like,
he's like, put your hands on me. She's all, put me out. He's
put
like,
me out.
He's like, put your hands on me. She's like, no, you make me, you put me out. I was like, like, and you have to see Tammy on the phone, like, Tammy's like, okay, my sister's husband being really inappropriate right now. I was like, she's like, I don't care, I'm calling the police.
But where was the babies? All of the kids, like, where did they go? I think production secretly like snatched them,
right,
as a precautionary measure. But then, like, in the preview for next week, we see Amanda slinging them kids in the back of the minivan, and I'm like, where's Michael? Did they already bury him? It's like, oh my god. And Tammy at one point is like, I really didn't think that my coming home was gonna be like this.
right,
This is a lot for her to reintegrate into, because she says she felt there was something wrong with Amy's marriage, but Amy never really opened up about it.
right.
And you can't press a person if they don't want to talk about it. It's their marriage, fair enough. But like, the shit hit the fan in the last 10 minutes of this episode. And I'm scared of Amanda. I'm not gonna say no lie. I didn't realize how tall she was until she was looking down on Michael, saying, "Make me."
Janelle's like, in my opinion, Amanda overstepped her boundaries. Who is she tell Michael to get out of his own house? And I thought the same thing, Janelle. I'm going to agree with you, but I want to know what we didn't see. That right there, because it escalated so quickly.
But who said it first? Did Amy say for him to get out, or did, because she could have been backing up her sister?
Amy told him to get out first.
Then Amanda could have been backing up her sister. That could be something there. She's right, defending her sister, because her sister wound up on the floor crying in a corner.
That's why I want to know what we didn't see. Like, for it to escalate that fast, like over that one, what we see, that one little conversation blows up to something that big.
I think when Amanda heard that he had control of
the
Amy's
money, the card,
money,
yeah,
And I wonder if it was triggering for her. What did Jason do in their relationship?
Oh, Ryan, this is a very good point. I keep forgetting this. Y'all think Amanda tossed Michael's brother around when they were married. So
Probably.
she got animosity. See, so she already that's even more animosity that you are divorcing his brother.
Uh-huh. But she did say at the table, I don't want y'all to end up like how me and
Right.
Jason did. And maybe that triggered Michael. But she wanted her card to go shopping. And he said, no, I was planning to go to Sam's. I'm going to
Right.
do the shopping. She's like, no, like, why can't I have my card?
But remember in the confessional, she said like he keeps the card from her. She can't spend anything.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sitting here like, wait, he has no. I was like, hold up. He has no job, but yet he's in control of the money.
All of her cards
Okay,
are in his wallet and
in
she
his
has
wallet.
access to them. Wow. So maybe that's why she's always on Amazon buying stuff, because she doesn't actually have her physical cards.
Right, because it's stored on. It's probably stored on the site.
Let me tell you, she better get that cash card, head on down to the bank
Right.
and change everything.
I would call him cut off the card.
Well, I would make them change, like close out that account and transfer the money to a brand new one,
Right.
just so that there's like a total separation,
I
disconnection,
agree with
because
you.
then I don't want him going on Amazon and buying a car. I don't know if they sell cars, but you know what I mean. Buying
Right.
something like huge. Um, Anywhere else that has access to my card information, it'll be instantly shut down if you close off that account.
hmm
Um, I don't know. It's just she's gotten herself into a pickle. Um, and I wonder how she got there. I wonder how she got there. Um, okay, so hold on. Janelle says Amy and Amanda were both in Michael's face. Michael was pathetic. Amy said a lot of things behind Michael's back. She got disproven in court. Really? I didn't follow this because I'm not really an Amy fan. Oh, oh, interesting. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Um, anyway, y'all, that was the episode. It just reminded me of like old school wrestling at the end, and I have really good memories as a kid. um when I first came to this country, like watching wrestling Saturday mornings with a friend of mine. So um I don't know. It just reminded me of that. The last few minutes of this episode reminded me of that, and it gave me a warm and fuzzy feeling. I'm not condoning violence or anything like that. It just made the episode a lot more fun for me to watch.
hmm
Again, not condoning violence. Jesus. That's it, y'all. That was the two episodes. And we are coming back tomorrow for a special. We're gonna sit down and chat about Christine's interview on Juicy Scoop. You said 1 p.m. Pacific, 4
Right.
p.m. Eastern, right? Tomorrow?
hmm
All right, guys, if you have time in between hanging out with family and friends and shopping and all of that jazz, cooking, whatever you're doing for the holidays, we hope you could spare a few minutes for us with a special Saturday edition of the Commentary Zone. Janelle says Amy wanted her boys. Sorry, wait, Amy, those are both of your boys. Oh, you mean when he said he wanted to take
Right.
one of the kids? I thought that was, it just felt kind of hostage taking to me. Why you only taking one? I'd have been like, bitch, you taking one, you taking both. Go ahead. But then somebody has said he wanted to take one to reduce paying child support.
Mm.
um, are y'all finishing 90 Day the Other Way? Oh, I don't know. Do you want to do like just the tell all?
Yeah, we can tell. Yeah, we do the tell all. We can finish it out. I don't mind.
Yeah, we can that means I'll have to actually watch it and take notes. Okay, let's talk about this. Ryan, everyone in the chat, do y'all want us to do the tell all for 90 Day the other way? I would love it if y'all said no. Oh my god. He can't handle two on his own. Um his mom can take care of him. Thank you for letting me vent. No worries. You can always come here and vent. Um Sunway wants us to do it. Dag. Who else wants us to do it? Ryan is indifferent. I kind of lost interest with it, even though they said that the tell all was kind of good, but it wasn't for me because when I saw Andre, Tim, um, Kalani, and Tanya show up as the experts, I was like, why are y'all here? Why are y'all here? Hmm. Andre was annoying. Shekinah was annoying. Um, um, Sarper, ugh, he couldn't even give me. I don't know. Bird Nest left Africa. Oh yes, she did. Yes, she did. Um, I, they just ended with a fizzle for me. I don't know. I don't know. All right, Merry Christmas, Susan. Um, well, I'll talk to Jamal about it, but I'm saying no. I don't care enough to do anything about them. Um, I mean, ugh, whatever. I'll do what y'all say. I don't care. Jamal, any final thoughts on the Slayton sisters?
I mean, it's a good start for the season. I'm gonna leave it there. This way, I don't have any expectations.
It'll probably go downhill from here,
Of course, it will.
and Amy will probably irritate me, but that's okay. We expect it. All right, y'all. Um, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, and if we don't, um, have a wonderful Christmas, y'all. Um, whatever holiday you celebrate, enjoy it with your friends and family. Be safe and come on back to us next time. Okay. Jamal, until next time.
Yes, of course.
All right. Bye.